you ready for the vinyl countdown?
Hey you guys, welcome back to the Vinyl Countdown. I'm Peaches. What's going on? I'm serious. You guys, welcome back to another episode. We got two things for you today, alright? Two things. One, Mr. and Mrs. Peaches went out into the wild and scored big time today, you guys. Some serious 80s gold, and one of them in the pile happens to be a Grail. So you guys, this is super exciting. The second thing we got for you guys, you only got a couple of days left here to get into our 1-year anniversary blowout drawing. If you guys want to enter that, go back to our 1-year anniversary video that we had a few videos ago, and you guys can get entered into that drawing to win a nice thick pile of records. That is for sure, you guys, so don't forget about that. Okay, so without further ado, let's get a little cup of Joe. Got Mr. Peanut. All right. And a stack of records here. You guys ready for this? What a pile of solid gold. Let's just get into it. Actually, this first one that we picked up is going to be a second copy for us. I believe it might be an upgrade. I'm not sure. But yeah, you don't see these around very often anymore. And it's going to be the yellow and black attack from Striper. You guys are pretty familiar with this stuff if you like that 80s metal. That, we'll pull the vinyl out for you guys. I love 80s pop synth. This is that soft cell record we picked up a little while ago. But there's one side of the label. And then we'll see if we can get this flipped over nicely. You can check out that Striper label there. Nice. So we're going to see if we can maybe send this one out as a present. Alright? For sure, you guys. Or the other one we got. Alright, I was just watching Vinyl Victims. He's going through the 80s in his collection too. And when he pulled out this record, I was like, oh man, I remember them so much. Because I remember I went to Disney World when I was like 12 years old, and this band was brand new on the scene, and they had this big, beautiful outdoor arena that you could watch bands play. It was like a big band shell thing, and this was the group that was there. And when he showed the record, I could not believe it. It's the Jets. You guys, this was like our Miami sound machine, pretty much. Look at that dress code. Wow, that is 80s to the max, you guys. Woo! This happens to be a 12-inch single of theirs called Private Number. And there's a bunch of versions on there of the song. So this isn't the actual album that he showed. It's just kind of like a 12-inch single from that group. And it's on the Rainbow label. Total 80s pop, man, all the way. Big group of musicians. You really get that, you know, that comparable to Miami Sound Machine, for sure. So many memories. I said, I think I was 12, somewhere around there. What do we got for a year here? Ooh, the Jets, Minneapolis, Minnesota. 1985, 1986. Yep, that would be about the time. For sure. Wow, still in the shrink, you guys. Seriously awesome. Nice 12-inch single. Alright, here's one, you guys, that Mrs. Peaches wanted to pick up. Rod Stewart. It's in really nice condition. Really great price on this one. And this is, like I said, you guys, solid 80s gold. Some guys have all the luck. That was probably at the very top of the charts back then. And what else did we have on there? Oh, Infatuation. Infatuation, that was the other one, you guys. Rod Stewart, solid 80s gold, you guys. Woo! Nice. I was kind of a give and take guy with Rod Stewart back then because his voice was just a little bit weird for me, like super, super raspy, but he had a lot of hits, so it was hard to get away from him, you know? He was right there on the top. This one, this is some nice obscure 80s stuff, you guys. I had heard this one. I thought I saw somebody show this in the music community here on YouTube, and the thing was in awesome shape, and it was dirt cheap. And from what we saw, it was mostly a blind buy, yeah. And it just looked like 80s second tier metal. Heavy pettin', rock ain't dead. You guys, I'm serious. If I were to describe this group and this record, it would probably be like very early Def Leppard. Very early Def Leppard. Same guitar sound, same structures in the songs as it just sounded like Def Leppard music. I mean, minus the lead singer, for sure. Early Def Leppard. So you got Heavy Pettin'. Awesome, awesome. And I think they got a couple of albums. Man, look at that 80s. Is that classified as a mullet? It might be close to a mullet, you guys. But it's more on the rock side of a mullet. These guys, yeah, that's full-on Firehouse right there. For sure on the back. Definitely. Listen to it when we got it home. Like I tell you guys, early Def Leppard stuff. Really good. Really good. Actually, I like it a lot. Oh, here's one, guys. Could not believe we laid eyes on this. Solid, iconic 80s gold, you guys. This is so great. Do you guys remember this group? Naked Eyes. This thing is near mint, you guys. It is in such awesome shape. It looks like the day you opened it up. There's the back. Naked Eyes. Let's pull that out of there. It's got a plastic custom inner. Then you got that nice EMI rainbow. Oh man. Do you guys know what's on here? If you are from the 80s, these songs were at the top of the charts, you guys. What do we got on the back here? Always Something There to Remind Me. Oh, yeah, that was a huge song. And then you get over then you get over to the second side, you guys. Promises. Oh my gosh. Solid 80s gold for that pop collection. Cannot believe we ran into this. It's blowing my mind. Super loving it. And you guys, oh my gosh. Here is the Grail. The Grail I have been looking for such a long time. And whenever I see somebody show a copy of this in the music community, I get so jelly. Why? Because this is another one of those premium 80s solid gold records that I had back in high school, but I didn't have it on vinyl. Yeah, we had it on CD or tape. You guys, I have never seen this record in the wild until today. An absolutely beautiful OG copy of the B-52s. Huh? My jaw hit the floor. I lost it. You guys, this is the one that has Love Shack on it. Oh, that is not all that's on here either. Oh, Roam if you want to, roam around the world. Man, these guys have such an awesome sound. I can't believe how awesome a shape this is, you guys. And you know what? Here's the thing about the B-52s on this particular record. The reason why it sticks with me so good, if off the top of my head, you guys, if there was a record that I could put into a place and say, if you're feeling down, we were talking about this today. If you are feeling down and you really need a pick-me-up, or if you want to go to music to make yourself like you're in a bad mood and you just want to get out of it and you want to have a great night, this is the record that you want to throw on the record player, you guys. There is the custom inner. Look at that photograph. Just awesome. You guys never seen it in the wild. An OG copy. I think you can get this like from MoFi, a new release of this. But yeah, OG copy, nearly extinct out in the wild. Oh, that song Love Shack, it brings back so many memories. This is certainly going to be one of the biggest treasures in the collection, for sure. And this almost is very similar. The cover on the front is very similar to another Grail that I'm looking for, which is called, it's Roxette Joyride. You remember the group Roxette? They had that hit called Come Join the Joyride? Yeah, very similar looking cover to this. And I am still very much on the hunt for that one as well. Never seen it in the wild. You guys, this is blowing my mind. I am happy with what we have found today. And I think we're going to be going out tomorrow too, so who knows what we're going to see tomorrow. That's if everything goes right. You guys, and last but not least, I have never seen this out in the wild, and I don't think I have ever seen anybody show an OG copy of this in the whole music community. Since I can remember, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I would have to say that this band was so far ahead of their time for me. And you take one good listen to this album and it's like, it's like something that would come out right now. So far ahead of their time. Just everything about the music, especially when you add those really badass church organ, yeah, haunting church organs. You guys, never seen this ever in my life. King Diamond, Fatal Portrait. You guys, this is an OG copy. This is the debut album of King Diamond from like 1985. Yeah, 1986. Look, there's the back. Look at those guys. Unbelievable. I don't know, like, when you run into stuff like this, you guys, it really does all depend on where you live. Some things are rare over here, some things are rare over here, you know, but I'm telling you right now, I've ran into some King Diamond out in the wild, but never this record. Just absolutely amazing. I would totally, if you like metal and you like things that are progressive metal, like around that, you know, that Queensryche range. I'm not comparing this to Queensryche at all. I'm just saying it's like an operatic progressive metal. And from what they say, this is not like a typical King Diamond album, because it was probably the only one that wasn't more on the concept range of things. It was just basically an independent album. And boy, I'm telling you, for a debut album from King Diamond, this thing just blows my mind. I love every minute of it. Mrs. Peaches is like, yeah, surprisingly, for what kind of music it is, I really like it too. Wow. Here, let's pull the vinyl out. We got this thing in a MoFi. Woo. There you go, you guys. OG copy. Sweet, sweet, sweet. The other side looks pretty much the same. King Diamond's first album. What do I say, you guys? I mean, what do you say? It's just a classic. This is part of the reason why the 80s rule. That's all there is to it. They had some great stuff back then. And like I said before, in my opinion, I think the guy in the band, King Diamond, was way ahead of his time. Way ahead of his time. This will be our second King Diamond record in our collection. Well, you guys, thanks so much for coming down. Hey, I got to remind you again, if you want to get into our big giveaway drawing, we're giving away a huge stack of records. Go back and look for it. It's only a couple of videos ago, our 1-year anniversary blowout. And you just got to make a little video if you want to enter. You guys have until the 22nd of November. Yeah, the 22nd. If you get it in on the 22nd, we'll accept it. But if it's after that, no go. Okay, you guys? Well, thanks for coming down to the Vinyl Countdown. I'm Peaches, and I want you guys to have a great, great rest of your week, all right? We'll talk to you later. See ya.